Ancient Egypt. The very name conjures up images of towering pyramids, enigmatic sphinxes, and golden treasures buried within colossal tombs. These treasures, often hidden for millennia, tell stories of a civilization that valued the afterlife as much as the present. This civilization, which flourished along the fertile banks of the Nile River for over 3 millennia, continues to captivate our imaginations even today. The Nile was not just a river. It was the lifeblood of Egypt, providing sustenance and enabling agriculture in an otherwise arid landscape. From around 3100 BC to 30 BC, ancient Egypt witnessed the rise and fall of dynasties, each leaving its own unique imprint on the sands of time. The construction of architectural marvels, which still stand today as a testament to their ingenuity and craftsmanship. And the development of a rich culture that left an indelible mark on human history. Their writing system, hieroglyphs, was not just a means of communication, but a form of art that conveyed complex ideas and stories. The legacy of this ancient civilization is not confined to dusty tombs and crumbling temples. It lives on in the stories we tell, the art we create, and the knowledge we continue to uncover. We see its influence in our art, architecture, language, and even in our calendar. The 365-day calendar we use today has its roots in the ancient Egyptian system. Their understanding of time and the cosmos was advanced, allowing them to create a calendar that was remarkably accurate. The Egyptians' sophisticated understanding of mathematics, astronomy, and medicine laid the groundwork for future scientific advancements. Their medical texts reveal a deep knowledge of anatomy and surgical practices. They practiced early forms of surgery and had a variety of medicinal remedies, some of which are still in use today. Their unique worldview, shaped by their beliefs about life, death, and the afterlife, continues to fascinate scholars and enthusiasts alike. The concept of the afterlife was central to their culture, influencing everything from their burial practices to their monumental architecture. This essay delves into the captivating story of ancient Egypt, exploring its origins, its golden ages, and its eventual decline. We will examine the factors that contributed to its rise as a powerful civilization and those that led to its fall. We will journey through time, uncovering the secrets of their religion, which was a complex system of polytheistic beliefs and rituals, deciphering the symbolism of their art, which was rich with meaning and often used to convey religious and political messages, and understanding the factors that both contributed to their greatness and ultimately led to their downfall. The decline of ancient Egypt was a result of a combination of internal strife, economic troubles, and foreign invasions. Join us as we embark on this fascinating exploration of one of the world's most enduring civilizations. Through this journey, we hope to shed light on the mysteries of ancient Egypt and appreciate the profound legacy it has left behind. The story of ancient Egypt begins not with towering monuments or powerful pharaohs, but with a simple act of unification. This unification was a pivotal moment that set the stage for one of the most remarkable civilizations in human history. It was a time when the land of Egypt was divided, and the people were yearning for a leader who could bring them together. Before the rise of the pharaohs, Egypt was divided into 2 distinct kingdoms: Upper Egypt in the south and Lower Egypt in the north. These 2 regions were culturally and politically different, each with its own customs, deities, and rulers. The Nile River, which flowed from south to north, was the lifeline that connected these 2 lands, yet they remained separate entities. The unification of these 2 lands under one ruler marked the birth of the Egyptian state and the beginning of its remarkable journey through time. This act of unification was not just a political maneuver, but a symbolic gesture that represented the merging of 2 worlds into one harmonious entity. It was a moment that would define the future of Egypt for millennia to come. The credit for this momentous achievement goes to a king named Narmer, who ruled around 3100 BC. Narmer is often considered the first pharaoh of a united Egypt, a title that came with immense responsibility and power. His reign marked the beginning of the First Dynasty, a period that laid the foundation for the grandeur and glory of ancient Egypt. While details of his reign remain shrouded in mystery, archaeological evidence points to Narmer as the unifier of Upper and Lower Egypt. His legacy is pieced together from various artifacts and inscriptions that have survived the ravages of time. These remnants offer glimpses into a past where Narmer's vision and leadership brought about a new era of unity and prosperity. The most compelling piece of evidence is the Narmer Palette, a ceremonial artifact discovered in the ancient city of Hierakonpolis. This palette is not just a work of art, but a historical document that tells the story of Narmer's triumph. It is a testament to his achievements and a symbol of his enduring legacy. This intricately carved palette depicts Narmer wearing the crowns of both Upper and Lower Egypt, symbolizing his dominion over the two lands. The imagery on the palette is rich with symbolism, showcasing Narmer's power and the unification of the two regions. It is a visual representation of a pivotal moment in history. Narmer's victory ushered in a new era in Egyptian history. His unification of the two lands was not just a military conquest, but a unification of cultures, beliefs, and traditions. It was a time of great change and transformation, setting the stage for the development of a powerful and centralized state. With the land united, the stage was set for the emergence of a powerful and centralized state. This new state would become one of the most influential civilizations in the ancient world, known for its advancements in art, architecture, and governance. The unification allowed for a cohesive society where resources could be pooled and grand projects could be undertaken. The pharaoh, considered both king and god, became the absolute ruler, overseeing all aspects of life in the Nile Valley. This divine kingship was a unique feature of Egyptian civilization, where the pharaoh was seen as a mediator between the gods and the people. His authority was unquestioned, and his word was law. This unification under a single authority was crucial for the development of Egyptian civilization, fostering stability, promoting trade, and allowing for large-scale projects like the construction of pyramids and temples. These monumental structures were not just architectural marvels, but symbols of the pharaoh's power and the unity of the Egyptian people. The unification of Egypt under Narmer's rule was the cornerstone upon which the entire civilization was built, leading to an era of unprecedented growth and cultural flourishing. The long and storied history of ancient Egypt is often divided into distinct periods, each marked by its own unique political, social, and cultural characteristics. These periods, known as kingdoms, provide a fascinating glimpse into the evolution of one of the world's most enduring civilizations. These kingdoms witnessed periods of great prosperity and cultural flourishing, as well as times of turmoil and decline. The art, architecture, and artifacts from these eras tell a story of a civilization that was both resilient and innovative, constantly adapting to changing circumstances. The Old Kingdom, which spanned from around 2686 to 2181 BC, is often considered the age of the pyramids. This era is renowned for the construction of some of the most iconic structures in human history. During this time, powerful pharaohs such as Djoser, Khufu, and Khafra commissioned the construction of massive pyramids as their final resting places. These monumental structures were not only tombs, but also symbols of the pharaoh's divine power and their ability to mobilize vast resources. These pyramids, testaments to Egyptian ingenuity and architectural prowess, continue to inspire awe and wonder today. The precision and scale of these constructions are a testament to the advanced engineering skills of the ancient Egyptians. The Old Kingdom was a time of stability and prosperity, with a centralized government and a thriving economy. The pharaoh's ability to maintain order and oversee large-scale projects contributed to the kingdom's success. Following the Old Kingdom was a period of instability and fragmentation known as the First Intermediate Period, which lasted from around 2181 to 2055 BC. This era was marked by a decline in central authority and the rise of local rulers. As central authority weakened, local rulers vied for power, leading to widespread chaos and conflict. This period of disunity saw the fragmentation of the once cohesive Egyptian state into smaller, competing regions. However, this period also saw the emergence of new religious ideas and artistic styles, setting the stage for a cultural revival. The challenges of the first intermediate period spurred innovation and adaptation, laying the groundwork for future advancements. The Middle Kingdom, which lasted from around 2055 to 1786 BC, witnessed a resurgence of Egyptian power and prosperity. This era is often seen as a Renaissance period for ancient Egypt. Pharaohs like Mentuhotep II and Senusret III played crucial roles in reuniting the country, restoring order, and expanding Egypt's borders. Their efforts helped to re-establish a strong central government and bring stability to the region. This era is characterized by a focus on public works projects, such as the construction of irrigation canals and temples. There was also a renewed emphasis on Egyptian literature and art, with many classic works being produced during this time. The Second Intermediate Period, which lasted from around 1786 to 1550 BC, marked another period of decline and foreign rule. This era saw the incursion of foreign powers and the weakening of the central government. The Hyksos, a foreign people from the Levant, conquered much of Egypt during this time. They introduced new technologies such as bronze weapons and chariots, which had a significant impact on Egyptian society and warfare. However, Egyptian rulers eventually expelled the Hyksos, paving the way for the rise of the new kingdom. This period of resurgence saw the re-establishment of Egyptian power and the beginning of a new era of prosperity and cultural achievement. The Nile River was the lifeblood of ancient Egypt, its annual floods depositing fertile silt that sustained agriculture and supported a thriving population. Life in ancient Egypt revolved around the rhythm of the Nile, with its predictable flood cycle dictating the agricultural calendar and shaping the daily routines of the people. Egyptian society was highly stratified, with a clear hierarchy that dictated social standing and occupation. At the top of the social pyramid stood the pharaoh, considered a living god-king. Below the pharaoh were the nobles and priests, who held significant power and influence. Scribes, skilled in reading and writing hieroglyphs, played a vital role in administering the state and recording its history. Craftsmen, artists, and laborers made up the bulk of the population, their skills essential for the construction of monuments, the production of goods, and the functioning of daily life. Despite the rigid social structure, life in ancient Egypt was not without its joys and celebrations. Festivals played an integral role in Egyptian culture, offering opportunities for people from all walks of life to come together and celebrate their shared heritage. These festivals, often linked to the agricultural cycle or religious events, were times of great merriment with music, dancing, feasting, and religious processions.